Welcome to HopeStream News, your trusted channel for global updates, bold voices, and powerful stories that matter. Here, we dive into the speeches, events, and decisions shaping international relations, politics, and society. From world leaders' declarations to movements redefining the global order, HopeStream News keeps you informed, inspired, and engaged. Stay tuned because at HopeStream News, we don't just report the news, we spotlight the moments that change history. President William Ruto demands Africa's place at the UN Security Council. New York, in a bold and uncompromising address at the United Nations General Assembly 2025, Kenya's President William Ruto delivered what is already being described as one of the most powerful speeches from an African leader in recent years. Ruto called for an urgent restructuring of the United Nations Security Council, insisting that Africa must be granted at least 2 permanent seats. He argued that the current structure is outdated and unjust, leaving the continent home to over 1.4 billion people sidelined in critical decisions that affect global peace and security. There is no time to wait. Africa will not continue to be spectators in decisions that shape our future. We demand fair representation now, Ruto declared to resounding applause in the Assembly Hall. Observers note that this was more than a routine speech. It was a strategic declaration aimed at redefining Africa's role in global governance. Analysts say Ruto is positioning himself as a leading voice of the global South, challenging decades of Western dominance in international decision-making. The Kenyan leader's remarks come at a time when calls for UN reform are growing louder, with many nations in the developing world expressing frustration at the imbalance of power entrenched since the mid-20th century. Whether or not the reforms are implemented, one thing is clear. Ruto's thunderous call has placed Africa firmly at the center of the debate on the future of international relations.